Every May 22nd, cryptocurrency enthusiasts celebrate the purchase of 2 Papa John's pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin. The 2010 purchase is widely celebrated as the first time a decentralized digital currency was used to buy something in the real world. But the actual first time someone spent a piece of cryptographically secured digital money happened 14 years earlier, in 1995. It was completely anonymous. The coins were backed by an actual United States bank. The system automatically prevented double spending, and a customer executed the transfer with a simple click of a mouse. The architect of this system was David Chaum, a cryptographer who founded a company called DigiCash. Chaum was solving incredibly complex digital privacy problems, while most of the world was still learning how to send a fax. Yet, despite building a mathematically perfect, fully private digital currency years before Amazon or Google even existed, his company collapsed, and the 1995 transaction was entirely forgotten. To understand what Chaum built, we have to look at the world of 1982. The internet was a niche academic tool. Personal computers were expensive novelties. That same year, Chaum published a paper outlining a concept he called blind signatures. This animation shows how a blind signature actually works. Imagine placing a digital document inside an envelope and lining that envelope with carbon paper. When a bank stamps its signature on the outside, the ink presses through the carbon layer, physically signing the document hidden inside. When the user unblinds the signature by removing that envelope, they're left with a perfectly valid, digitally signed coin. The bank has verified the money is real, but because the coin's serial number was hidden during the signing process, the bank has absolutely no record of it. By 1995, a regional institution in Missouri called Mark Twain Bank integrated this exact mathematics into their live banking system. Customers could deposit US dollars and withdraw encrypted digital coins, while the bank maintained a central database of spent serial numbers to prevent anyone from spending the same coin twice. eCash made it possible to spend money across a digital network without leaving a paper trail. It offered the exact same level of privacy as handing a dollar bill to a stranger on the street. But over a 3-year trial period, out of a national population of 260 million people, Mark Twain Bank managed to sign up exactly 5,000 eCash customers. Setting up an account in the mid-90s required downloading and installing custom software. On a dial-up modem, this was a massive, frustrating hurdle for an average computer user. Then, those few users faced a structural wall. Shoppers had no incentive to jump through these technical hoops because almost no merchants accepted eCash. At the same time, merchants refused to integrate the payment system because there were virtually no shoppers using it. Even more damaging to adoption was the public's attitude toward data. Most internet users simply didn't care about financial privacy. They were perfectly happy typing their highly traceable credit card numbers into web browsers. The only people actively utilizing the untraceable nature of eCash were cypherpunks and a tiny subset of early privacy activists communicating on encrypted mailing lists. Zooming out, total e-commerce sales in 1995 hadn't even broken $200 million. Digital shopping carts and basic payment gateways were still being invented. Flawless cryptography is useless if you introduce it to a market lacking the necessary infrastructure, consumer demand, and basic user experience to support it. By 1998, DigiCash filed for bankruptcy. Mark Twain Bank abandoned the project entirely, and the company's remaining assets and patents were sold off. 10 years later, in October 2008, an anonymous entity named Satoshi Nakamoto published the Bitcoin white paper, outlining a decentralized, peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This side-by-side logic map illustrates the direct architectural lineage. Satoshi's decentralized network relied completely on the fantasy foundations of Chaum's blind signatures, and Bitcoin's core mechanism for detecting fraud was a direct evolution of the eCash double spending tests. Building the right technology 2 decades before society is ready to adopt it yields the exact same financial result as building the wrong technology entirely. Today, nobody knows the identity of the person who clicked their mouse in 1995 and made the very first cryptographic payment. The transaction was completely untraceable, which means David Chaum's vision worked exactly as it was supposed to.